Oh gosh, that's the wrong one. It saw the webcams for a second.
Oh no.
See if the preview comes up.
Loading
went
video
live.
for me.
Yeah, it didn't do the webcams. Yes.
Yeah, it didn't do the webcams. You're set. You're safe.
I dodged a bullet, and I
don't
don't know
get to
why
see
we're
my own
dodging it.
face.
Nope. And you don't get to see the pants cam yet. You don't get to see the pants cam until the thing actually starts.
Loading
No
video. Now I
pants
feel
cam.
like. Yeah, I'm hurt now.
Yeah,
it
the
didn't do
bitum rate looks all stable and
Yeah,
stuff.
it didn't do the webcams. You're set. You're safe.
I
I love with the
dodged a
bitum
bullet.
rate.
And
I don't get to
why
see
we're
my own
dodging it.
face.
Nope. And you don't get to see the pants cam yet. What the? Don't get to see the pants cam until the. Oh god, I'm looping. I'm looping. Okay, I fixed it.
That
It
could
was
have been
looping
bad.
for a moment.
Remember
And
to turn
that's
that
why
audio
I do
off.
the pre-bit.
But looping could be fun. Like, the stream would be unwatchable, but it would be fun.
Well, unwatchable streams are the best kinds of streams.
Exactly. I try to find those streams with like negative viewers. Those are my favorite.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm ready to start the podcast.
Good.
Here we go. Here we go. Epic scene change! And there's a pants cam out of there. Somewhere.
I'm waiting for it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the pants cam. We're all waiting in anticipation.
I won't
Yeah,
start until I see it.
that is Nova's pants anticipation face.
Oh my god, that pants cam.
God, you're gonna have a fit if you look at that too much. Jesus.
I'm gonna stare at that forever now.
It's accurate though, right?
All right then.
That's what's happening
that's-
under his chair. There's just a floating pair of pants with its own independent head. That is pants.
Pants, I blame the fact that my video won't load on you. I can't see the pants cam. I totally
Well,
blame
you're missing out. You're missing out.
I know. I'm totally missing out. I'm refreshing. That this is how much this has to happen.
Keep refreshing.
Yeah,
We'll find it eventually.
I will. I will. This will happen.
Guaranteed, it will happen.
Yeah.
I'm memorized. I'm just memorized by this.
You're memorized, so you're gonna remember it.
I memorized it. It's okay.
For the rest of his life, it'll be imprinted in his mind.
I memorized it for the quiz coming up.
Oh, is that a quiz at the end of the series?
I failed that quiz. I'm gonna be screwed.
Okay,
Like, I need to graduate.
if red plus yellow makes green, what's 2 plus 2?
Wait, I know this one. Half-Life 3 confirmed?
Yes.
Yes.
See, Nova understands.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you understand pants? Come
I
on.
thought that was the answer, but I thought it was too obvious.
That's the thing about trick questions, is they in themselves are a trick about tricking someone into thinking that the answer's a trick, but when the answer is actually obvious.
I honestly thought the answer was pamplemousse.
Well, that only applies on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I know.
At least for me, it's probably like Monday for some people.
Maybe.
It's Tuesday somewhere, probably.
Like New Zealand or something.
Well, it's also Wednesday in space,
Yeah.
so you gotta
Yeah.
consider them when you say that.
I can't believe I have
This
no
applies-
pants cam.
Oh, you can't.
I can't believe I have no pants cam. I am
You're gonna
so
have to wait till
sad.
the VOD. You're gonna have to wait till the VOD.
I am such a sad speechless right now.
All this is gonna be on the past broadcast for what, 15 days, I think?
I know. I'm so
And then
sad.
it's going on YouTube.
If you guys just hear that is exactly what's happening. It's the
You're
refresh
fapping?
button being
No, she's
If I-
she's taking her keyboard and just rubbing her face on the F5 key.
yeah
Oh,
pretty
I
much
understand now.
yeah.
I hope you could hear all those key clicks as I went across.
Yes, quite pronounced.
Definitely.
I love my mic. It's amazing. It picks up everything, and the game's bottomed out right now. I could probably pick up the neighbors if I maxed out the game.
Probably.
You're using Blue Yeti, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
I want one of those.
Blue Yetis for life,
You
bro.
don't have a Yeti, you have a snowball.
I said I want one of those.
You don't have a Yeti.
Oh, he has a Yeti. I've got a snowball.
You don't have a Yeti, Nova. Finger waggle.
Finger waggle.
We had a moment there.
It was special.
We haven't even
It was.
made it to the intros, and we're already 5 minutes in. We're doing wonderful. Should I introduce people?
I'm Pants. That's a Pants cam.
You should
I
probably
did
also
two
tell us what you
introductions.
do.
I stream video games.
And where can people find you, completely disregarding the convenient link on the screen?
You look down at the convenient link. It says twitch.tv/pants with the 4 and a Z, because I can't spell.
And are you going to be looking forward to any games? Are you going to be only playing the games you're playing?
I don't even know what's coming out. I'll be honest. I was like,
Nice.
what's this Super Mario 64 game? Is it new?
Oh, this is them kids. There's this newfangled game they've been talking about. It's the Super Banjo-Kazooie 64s. And it's going to get them for their Super Nintendos, and they're going to be all happy and stuff.
Only 90 kids understand. Only 90 kids. Only 90 kids.
Nice.
Yep. All games from the 90s, including a console that I'm not sure is from the 90s. What decade was the Super Nintendo? Was it the 80s?
Super Nintendo? I think it was 80s. Holy, we're old.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We are old.
Pans, put it away, your old is showing.
Whoa.
Okay, we're going clockwise. Let's introduce the next person. Spec! Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Specious. I play video games occasionally. I do lots of esports related stuff, and I help lots of people on Twitch.
Are you looking forward to any game?
That she does.
I am looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 whenever, in God's name, it decides to arrive and grace our Kingdom Hearts! I just want some Kingdom Hearts!
It'll come soon, trademark.
PS7. PS7. Calling it now.
Right?
PS7.
Yeah,
I know, right?
it'll be here before you know it.
Hey, look,
few
on
more
Amazon,
decades.
the listings is December 2015. So
You're already
I'm like,
old, so
Oh,
why
okay,
not when
then,
you're
so-
older? Like, it doesn't matter.
Hey, look,
It's this year,
at least
then.
my age ain't showing, Pants. My age ain't showing.
It's true.
Yeah, Pants just has his age just whipped out for everyone
I
to
know,
see.
just for everybody. Like,
Boom,
sheesh.
right in the face.
His
Yeah,
age is even
exactly.
showing on the Pants cam.
I know.
Look
right?
at
See, look at it.
Every time I
There's
look
just
at
so
it,
much
man,
age.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna turn down the age a little.
Got a little dial on your head, just...
Yeah, just crank it down a little bit. Just
No,
take it off
crap,
11.
Not
too young,
it's
though.
12 now.
Normally, people have an age meter that goes from 1 to 10. He snapped off the dial, and it's stuck at 12.
Yeah.
So it's just like one of those old stereos where you see that weird little metal peg where a knob used to be.
Party hard, guys. Just crank it to 12. Everything to 12.
Especially its age.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna get the show rolling forward more. Nova, introduce yourself. Tell us
Hello.
about yourself. Yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
I'm NovaBlue. I'm a Twitch streamer, mainly. So I've been doing it for, over a year now? Something like that. I like my card games, I like my 4-type strategy games, I like my turn-based stuff. A lot of slow-paced kind of thinking about it stuff, really. Yeah.
The first thing that pops in my mind is saying, do you like Magic the Gathering with training wheels, aka Hearthstone?
I do, actually.
Oh, Hearthstone's
But I've
pretty
played
good.
a lot of other... Yeah, no, I've streamed Hearthstone quite a bit, actually, recently, to be honest.
Hearthstone's pretty easy. But it's
Oh, yeah, it is. It's fun. That's the reason I'm playing it, because it's just really, really fun.
So what you're gonna make is a Murlocs and Pirates deck.
I've already made Murlocs, man. Murlocs is
No,
my main deck.
Murlocs and Pirates.
Oh. Ooh.
It's nothing
Yeah.
about the pirates.
You have to have both Murlocs
Oh, really?
and pirates, so you
Oh,
have
yeah, that
two
could be
chances of
interesting.
synergy, because each one on their own is not that good.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, but it's just having fun with it, really. But I'm playing another game that's in pre-alpha at the moment called Duelist, which is a squad-based tactical TCG. I think it's pronounced as. Yeah,
I may have gone cross-eyed there.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't mention anything about my gaming research then. Then your head might have exploded.
Now that you've mentioned it,
Oh.
now we're all curious. Please mention your gaming research.
yes, do it.
I spent my undergraduate thesis doing the differences in video gaming and language learning. So that playing video games like the way we normally do. So, either playing League or playing, Mario or Kingdom Hearts or whatever can all cause us to learn different languages. And that's what my research is. And I'm applying for my doctorate in it.
So what you're saying is we should all binge on anime to learn Japanese.
That would defeat the purpose of playing games, but if you wanted to play your RPGs in Japanese, and that would have the same effect.
Like, just get all your friends, like, because I've got loads of EU friends, and they all speak Dutch and whatever. You just get them all to speak Dutch, and you just sit there and it's like,
I have no idea what's going on.
yeah.
So
pretty
what
much.
language am I gonna learn if I just keep on playing Mario?
You are going to learn
Italian, obviously.
Mandarin. You're going to learn Mandarin.
Yeah,
That's
Wait,
what I
wait,
thought.
wait. Hang on a second.
you're
Does
going
Mario
to learn
sound
the language
different?
of rage. That's what you're going to learn.
Does Mario
You're
actually
gonna learn-
sound different in the Chinese version of Mario?
I'm
I
talking
don't
the
think it
English
does.
version.
Yeah, no, but I'm just thinking. It's right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even bother translating it back there, because a lot of games they just put subtitles and just went with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in Sunshine,
Uh.
it's English. Like, there'll be subtitles. It's always English, though.
Mm.
Yeah.
So in the Japanese version, they put English dubs
Yeah.
and then subtitles.
And then subtitles. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
so lazy.
That
At
is
least it
beautiful.
is for
Alright.
all the languages I've seen. I might be incorrect.
Hey, I argue that dubbing work is actually a little bit harder than typesetting and all that. Because you have to get all the coding triggers in there to actually properly put up the subtitle at the right time. And you got to typeset it and all that jazz.
It would be the same function as if you were to just put normal subtitles up, because the same counters would take the same effect. Silence. Coding-wise, it wouldn't be that difficult. Simple version.
Okay.
It's
There you
hard
go.
if you don't know coding.
Yes, I agree with that. Amen
Yeah.
to that. Yeah.
About
Yeah.
as far as coding as I've gotten is taking a little fiber cost calculator from a class in Visual Basic and just injected a little Mission Impossible mission readout in it if you type in a certain number.
Oh, sweet.
If you don't use that specific number, the thing works fine. It'll pump you out a cost for the amount of fiber for a given price over a certain amount of feet. And you could probably guess the very stupid number I picked to have the mission readout. It's not the 2-digit one. Pants.
Are we
Not the
thinking the
two-digit
seven
one.
three?
Oh.
733?
1337.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the only thing I could pick. If you type that in, it'd say like your mission readout was like a fancy suit, some plastic explosives, and some chewing gum. That's all you got. And your mission
That's all you
was
need.
to
That's all
infiltrate.
you need.
Your
Yeah.
mission was to
Okay.
infiltrate the Illuminati.
Ah.
Just completely
Illuminati.
nondescript as possible. It's like, where do I even begin this mission?
Beautiful.
It's the Illuminati. Just go to the Illuminati. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's right down the road. They got a business right down the road. You'll be fine. They won't kill you or anything.
No, it's just the Illuminati.
Yeah, of course.
Fine.
They'll just wipe your brain and turn you into a zombie.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
They'll put you in front of loads of screens and pin your eyes open and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love the sound effect that went with that.
There's a giant air pocket here cushioning the eye, so You open the eye, it's and air comes out. And I can inflate a balloon with this.
That's impressive.
I have no clue what I'm talking about.
I want to see that now. I want to see it now.
I have no idea what
kind
you're talking about either.
I don't know.
I'm
think
already
anyone
lost.
knows. Pants, stare at your pants, Cam.
I am, but I'm still lost. It's still going, man. It's still going.
I could just imagine the entire stream. Us are having a good old conversation and just pants staring at the cam.
Yeah.
When's it going to stop?
Nobody
Eventually.
knows.
See.
And the name disappeared for a moment.
I'm going to end up doing this for looking at the pants cam too long.
Okay. For those of us that aren't on my channel right now or are watching this elsewhere, I'm the Sanctus Next. I do mostly YouTube. I occasionally stream. I successfully broke Twilight Princess yesterday because I still can't emulate it, even with a 970. Doesn't want to cooperate.
I can imagine. That's not fun. Emulators aren't fun to play around with most of the time.
The thing is, my old graphics card was able to do everything but Twilight Princess just fine. And my 970 can do just the same, but Twilight Princess, something in it, when you start moving and things start loading, it can't keep up.
Okay.
I think it has to do with how much resources are actually allocated to it. I don't know.
idea.
It's a shame.
Yeah, but on my YouTube channel, I've been doing Minecraft. I've got PlanetSide 2. Been doing a bit of Gary's mod, like Sandbox and Trouble in Terrorist Town. Doing all the rabble. And I did a Christmas special that has outtakes and it has flying reindeer that are actually Stonewall Jackson. What?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing?
What?
You guys didn't hear anything about the Confederate general, Stonewall Jackson, who wasn't actually a general. And he's definitely not our vice president. So yeah, we should probably start hitting our topics by now.
Maybe.
All right then.
Just maybe. Who wants to pick our first topic?
I'll go first.
Okay.
There you go.
So let's go with PlayStation Now and the fact that they are deciding to start a game streaming service that has been launched on several platforms and it is now in beta. What do we all think of this? Is there a point of this when it comes to what they already launched recently this Christmas, which is PlayStation TV? Why would they introduce this now? I don't necessarily get it, okay? Because if you have already created and developed a product that that basically has the same functionality, pretty much, why would you bother developing something else that is just going to pretty much eradicate the you know, the time and the money that you've already invested into creating a product?
I don't know. It's kind of how, as I understand it, because I've got a friend who's really into this, and he's like really up to date with it, and the stuff, the technology behind it is kind of the reason why it's there. Is because it's like instantaneous streaming. It's got such a minimal delay on it from when you see it and actually playing it, compared to watching Twitch, where it's like 2 minutes worth of delay.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine Twitch on like a 0.1 second delay. It's kind of to that effect.
It'd be like, just it's like you type in an insult to Pants and he immediately rebuttals.
Yes, but I don't. But like, because one thing that I've seen of this, one of my friends actually has seen that they're bringing out a tablet version, so you will be able to, and it's a test alpha version, and basically he's been playing The Crew on PS4 through his tablet. As in essence, with no lag, and it's perfect. And you just, because you don't need as much power behind the PC or the PS4 because it's just the screen. You're not driving the graphics. You're just driving a screen, essentially.
Well, you're driving a car.
Well,
Just here's the wrench for your gears. It was a small one.
He's like, I'm done. Podcast
That's
over.
it. Right, gone.
Bye.
No.
Oh god, that reminds me when I kicked dirt off of my stream once, and we had a replacement guest right then and there.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Very
nice.
nice. Well, at least we know we can all be replaced instantaneously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What it was is during the setup to the podcast, her mic basically broke and started like the pitch went way down, and it was the sad Kermit thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sad Kermit was dirt.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we kicked her off the stream to bring on Sad Kermit. Literally, she just changed her mic. That's it.
Oh, dear.
Changed the title for her box and everything. It was
But,
beautiful.
But no.
And we
but-
learned that Miss Piggy and Kermit separated because Kermit got drunk and slept with Big Bird.
Let's just put a terrible image in everyone's head.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
I'm scarred.
That's the
already.
whole point. Just trying to be as descriptive as possible in the shortest amount of time, just to get it in everyone's head.
So,
Oh, I want to know how we looped from PlayStation and streaming screens
Yeah.
to this. That's what I want to know.
that's quite a
And yet
segue.
I don't. Yeah, and yet I really don't
That's
want to know.
impressive.
No,
The
I mean, like
stream
Nova,
specializes in segues.
I know,
Okay.
like Nova, I get the reason why they're doing it, but why was the point? Like, obviously they knew that both of them were going to be developed at a similar time, right? So if they realized that PlayStation Now was going to work and was going to work successfully, then why would they bother with the manufacturing costs and the shipping and the marketing of the PlayStation TV? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. Unless it's like
They thought it
region
wouldn't
locked.
work.
Well, the thing is, the PlayStation TV is effectively, internally wise, a Vita. With the functionality of a Vita, and it can play Vita games on its own without PlayStation Now. Which means it also has, like, the PS1 library. You can play some PSP games. I don't know how many they ported over. And the Now functionality, it's not so much getting games in the short term. It's, if you get people used to this service now, and you get them to consistently subscribe to that service for a long period of time, eventually you get to a point where you start making more money than you did off of the console itself than if you had gone and bought a PS4. Which that also includes people who bought it early or people who waited for the price to drop a few times. You'd still make your profit, and they're probably banking on this service going much further past the lifespan of the PS4. And additionally, once it's past the PS4's lifespan, that'll get users to still go back to their older intellectual properties. Even more potential for revenue.
Well, another thing that could potentially happen, it's more of a test, and then potentially in the future, the PlayStation 5 would basically just be a TV with everything in it.
With barely enough RAM to run. Yeah!
Yes. But it is potentially possible, quite easily. The technology exists to be able to do that kind of thing, and with this, it's kind of... That would be your PlayStation 5. You just buy a straight-up TV,
Yeah?
which could essentially be the next stepping stone.
It also would be a good indicator to what's happening nowadays too, which the advent of digital downloading, and so this might be it's either a really smart move or it's a really dumb move, because
Depends
you
how
have
they
to
play it out.
yeah, exactly. Because you also have to bear in mind geographically what kind of like the bandwidth is in each country. Like, I understand that it is on beta and it's only launched in certain regions of the world, right? But like, for instance, here we only have recently gotten unlimited broadband, but our upload speeds are still really poor. Like, my line, I only get like 0.8, and that's common throughout Europe. Like, I think Nova will agree, considering he's only
That's
across the
good.
pond. Yeah, like
Talking
0.8,
about.
0.8 is standard upload. You know,
Are you talking
And-
megabits a second?
like 0.8 of a meg. Yeah,
Ow.
yeah.
That's
brain
So
Just ow.
That's brain for you.
I have
Yeah.
like average internet 4 upload.
yeah,
That's the same
so
way I got.
Average.
yeah. So you
And
have to bear
you
in.
have to. Look, go
Go
ahead.
on.
Nope. You.
Uh,
Yeah.
so you have to keep in mind geographically where this is going to reach to, because our situation, like between England, Ireland, and the rest of Europe, that is pretty standard throughout. We do not have the infrastructure. Like in Ireland, we have only recently gotten in fibre optics, and I know that in some areas in the States, that the internet is just as poor, where the quite literally the comms hasn't reached to kind of midway or outer circuits of, unless they are kind of really developed areas, you know, where
I can
demand would be
confirm
high.
that most of the internet in the United States is complete and utter shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you can include Canada. Canada's fine.
Canada doesn't exist. What are you talking
They're talking
about?
but like I said, this could be, and if you think of even just kind of limited of download caps, because like unlimited broadband with fair usage is only a recent thing here. So if you think that all these games like download, like FIFA 15 is like 25 gig,
Yeah,
Assassin's
games
Creed
are
is about 40,
huge size. It's
40
not
gig, you know? You would basically run out of your month supply on Christmas Day, and you won't even have downloaded like half a game.
Well, the thing is, when you play those games like that, you're not actually downloading the full game. What it is it's being streamed out to you at similar bit rates to, like, if you watch a stream on Twitch and it comes through pretty clear, that's about
Yeah.
the bit rate it sends at, which is down in the megabytes range.
Yeah.
Given if you play it over hours and hours and hours, you start getting up to the gigabytes range. But
Yeah.
it takes a lot longer to get to the full game size than if you would have done it just a pure download.
Yeah, my point is that you would still reach those caps, and then you would have to
Yeah.
think of connectivity and what times of day you're playing at, because there might be congestion issues, and in which case you might end up getting lag. You know? So I think that, you know, this is an ambitious project, but they really need to keep in mind the limitations of the infrastructure in which they are working on. If the PlayStation library, which I can imagine will initially just consist of PSP games, PS1 games, maybe some PS2 games, then what is the point of it existing right now? I know that some of them say that they're PS3 titles, but some of the harder, you know, more graphically intense PS3 games would cause that lag and that bit rate, and I would just be thinking, you know, what would be the point of it if
There-
you know, if you had your PS TV and just had plugged it in somewhere, and this way you're not getting a considerable noticeable amount of lag.
Well, there is this situation where when a game goes past its life cycle, they tend to not print physical copies of it anymore, such as the CDs or DVDs of it. And this would be a way to actually be able to go and reach back to those older libraries. Whereas before, in the cases of some games, like where they didn't print many copies, it's nearly impossible to get them without paying an arm and a leg. But now you'd be able to get those older titles at, I'm just going to quote this, a reasonable price.
Yeah. No, like don't
Quotation.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love to go back and play Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2. But what my concern about it is, would the experience be compromised? And that's what my biggest kind of thing is about PlayStation Now, is would the experience of sitting down and streaming a game and playing it, you know, like that, would the experience of it be compromised? And that's
Well,
the
there's-
biggest question for me.
Well, there's two main methods of streaming. One is what we tend to use here on Twitch, which is constant bitrate, which tends to be the most clear when you look at it, but it also tends to use the most bandwidth. Then there's the method used on YouTube, which is variable bitrate, which means they can pump out a video faster to you at a bit of a sacrifice of the quality, like the little blockiness you see on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
What they could probably do to keep the quality up is probably a mix of the two, like actually have a little program written so that they could swap between constant and variable. So during the low traffic times, it's constant bitrate. It's beautiful, plays wonderfully. And then during the high traffic times where the quality would begin to degrade, swap over to variable bitrate, so you'd still be able to keep your responsiveness at a bit of the cost of the quality.
But would that work for your average gamer? Like, would they get that?
The thing is, the average gamer would have a PC or a PlayStation 4 already, so they wouldn't need any of this anyway.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or not, but I think that's what they're trying to do. They're just segueing into something else in the future. I think it's going to be one of those cool things that people buy into and thinks, oh, it's really cool for 10 seconds, and it's done with, like 3D TVs. It's a similar thing to that. And,
I almost forgot they existed.
Yeah, but then after that, it'll spawn something else from it, and
I would just like to point out that most screens support stereoscopic 3D, so we're pretty much fine on that regard already.
The next 3D stuff to come out is going to be, the technology in the DS, that's being put into screens, into full screen. So imagine a 40-inch screen that's like the DS 3D stuff.
Oh,
And if you
God.
step to either side, it's no longer 3D.
Yes, but the concept
Because it was
would
directional
be awesome.
3D. Like, didn't it have to do with, like, it was all based around triangles or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I remember there was a DS game where they completely omitted the 3D. I think it was a One Piece game. And they actually got it looking pretty dang good, like up to like the Wii levels.
Oh, okay.
Which was actually really impressive.
Crazy amount of processing goes on sheerly just making the 3D work, and if you have, depending if you wear glasses or what kind of glasses you wear, it won't work for you.
Or some people they look at it and just throw up to the side as well.
I'm
There is that.
I'm that one. I'm that one.
There's a lot of
I
more people than, because I've known people who've gone, oh my god, 3DS, I bought it, and you're just gone, like,
Yeah.
I'm being
You wanna know a funny story?
horrendously disappointed.
Do you guys
What's
want
that
to hear a
one of
funny
you?
story? Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
So I went to the 3DS launch in London, right? In one of the toy stores, and yeah, I was with my partner at the time, and we went up and we tried it, and next thing I know, I'm in the staff room, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I had the Nintendo rep come up to me and be like, "Yeah, we got told that would happen. Kind of vomited and passed out," and I was like, "Oh." Oh, really? And they were like, yeah. You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? I didn't even get any free stuff out of it.
What?
But it meant that I needed to not use the 3D function, because if I kept using the 3D function, I would end up, knocking myself out. Because my brain just does not like the 3D elements of the 3DS.
It's like, I know this object is this depth. Why do I see it at that depth? Things are wrong. Fuck this.
Yeah,
Throw
my
it
brain just turns off. My brain just turned off and just went, nope, not having that. GG, well played.
Yeah,
I'm too
that's it.
tired for this shit. I'm turning off. I'm going home.
You
pretty
actually
much.
got beaten by games
Yes, I did. Like that's
instead
actually
of
what
you
happened.
beating games. That's
Yeah.
Never let the game win. Never.
no.
Oh gosh, they should bring that to GDQ, is just have someone come in where the games are beating the players as fast as they can.
No, that would be horrible. You'd think of the
The
medical
Inception.
bills. Think of the medical bills.
I'll sign a waiver beforehand. It's fine.
There's no medical bills.
I'm Canadian and I don't have medical bills. Free healthcare.
We don't have
Silence.
healthcare here.
I feel bad.
But yeah, that's my anecdotal story about
Yeah.
3D.
I'm
just
just
think
going
it's
to
gonna segue
mention
to
one
something else.
phrase. People probably listening are going to get angry, and I'm just going to segue off the topic immediately. Obamacare. And then things start getting thrown. And we're done with that topic.
Okay, so somebody else start the next one. Who wants to go next?
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Who's going next?
Pants,
I don't know.
I'll
stop
go
being
then.
mesmerized by the cam. Pick a topic.
Dude, the cam though. The cam.
You've just been sitting there looking dazed this whole stream.
This is amazing. The cam. Have you seen it?
Stop looking at your own pants. Gosh. Don't you have any sense of decency? Come on.
No, evidently not.
No, of course not.
You do this one.
Yeah, let's go with the hacker one. The hacker
Oh,
stuff
gosh.
that's been going on recently over the
hacker
past.
war.
No, it's more over the past like 6 months really. This
Yeah.
whole thing, just trying to kill stuff.
Two
Because
groups
that's what
of
hackers
self-described hackers have been fighting for nearly a month over a threat to take down the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live on Christmas Day.
Mhm.
What happened?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
But
Was anybody surprised?
no.
No.
I'm
you weren't
not
expecting it, I
surprised.
felt
I'm
well,
just...
you know Sony's history with like getting passwords and all kinds of stuff, and
Yeah, we're just gonna take down the network for a month.
apparently
Also,
Yeah.
we're gonna
What's it
set
at?
all your console times back to some arbitrary year way in the future, and then all of your recently met list is just gonna be forever those same people until you go through and manually block and unblock each one just to get it off of your recently played list.
yeah, it's some of it is just really like I don't know if it's the same groups, but there's
Well,
just
it's,
been so much hacking of DDoSing and stuff like that going on recently. Like the worst one that I've come across that was just, it's not the worst one as in big, but it was during, I think it's happened twice, during the Extra Life streams for Twitch, when they do that event every year. This last year, because obviously it's a charity, people are donating straight directly to the website to this charity. They're raising millions and millions of pounds for this really good charity, and they just DDoS the website for like the entire event, and it's just disgusting.
It really is.
They did that with the 8-bit supply drop as well.
I think it was the Lizard Squad claiming for all these DDoS events.
Yeah, Lizard Squad likes to think they're like the worst. We ruined the internet. Wow.
It just doesn't serve a purpose though,
No.
No, it doesn't.
because no one actually goes, "Oh my god, that's awesome! I wish I could have done that." Yeah, DDoSing a charity.
Oh man, if they got paid $1 million, maybe it would make sense. But I doubt they did.
No.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's
Pay-
illegal.
Yes, exactly. But
And
no,
apparently
apparently,
another group is saying they're standing up to him called the Finest Squad.
Yeah.
There was some
There
video
is
where
long history between the Finest and Lizard Squad. So, I mean,
there was some video where it was some talk show kind of like this, but they brought on a Lizard Squad guest and a Finest Squad guest. The entire podcast basically devolved into them shouting insults at each other.
okay.
Nothing was accomplished. What was it? I think it was either like 30 minutes or 60 minutes of just pure insults at each other.
Why can't
All right.
this podcast be like that?
I know, right?
We have the pants cam.
Oh, right. That makes it completely different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
That
You just
changes
look at the
things.
pants cab, and then you smile. You become happy. It literally is like it's holiday spirit right there.
And
Boom.
then you start to shake if you stare at it too long.
Yeah.
Why can't all the hackers be happy like us? We are
They don't have a pants
unreasonably
cam.
happy right now.
They don't have a pants cam.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Lizard Squad needs a
Agreed.
pants cam.
Yeah, Lizard Squad needs a pants cam.
Yes.
But no, I mean, one of the things that I really don't understand about all of this, right? Like, beyond the fact that it was pointless, right? What really got me about it is the fact that they're making this out to be like it's a feat of achievement, it's an accomplishment, it's, you know, this big thing, right? When really the actual act of DDoSing something is rather simple.
Yeah.
DDoSing's been around for a
and it-
long time.
Yeah,
It's not
and
like it's not like Sony have solid security measures, is it?
well,
it's been
not
proven
even that.
multiple times.
Yes,
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
Here at PlayStation, we guarantee, read the fine print, that everything is safe and secure, wink wink.
Yeah.
But,
maybe.
but like I said, my biggest, you know, regardless of, you know, security and competencies, right? The biggest kind of why this spiraled out of control was the fact that it is being made into being like they are some sort of big fish, when really, you know, they are in a very small pond if they are a big fish, right? Because all you need to do is run a script in order to DDoS. You need no technical skill to DDoS
Yeah.
something. You need a script and you need to run it, and that's it. So I don't like, I worked in retail, in gaming retail for the Christmas period, and we had people coming into us, you know, bringing back, you know, Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff like that. And I think a better education, what this actually proves is that there needs to be a better education all around of people as to what the internet does, what the internet is, and what this stuff is. So people aren't as afraid of it or are making these people out to be, you know, these martyrs, or, you know, these, you know, standing up against the man when really they're just assholes. You know?
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
I mean, but that is like they said, oh yeah, you know, it's a PR exercise, and we can, you know, now go and sell our DDoSing scripts. And I think 4chan went down the other day because somebody paid the Lizard Squad from their new website to go and DDoS 4chan, but it lasted all of like maybe 30 minutes, and then everything is fine again. They are not going to make their name in, you know, doing what they're doing and expect to be better off from it. Like, two of the guys from the squad got arrested in the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there are people there who know who they are, know what they're doing, and they are going to get arrested for it. And so what? And what gets me is that the majority of the Lizard Squad are minors, right?
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing, and it is very obvious to anybody who is remotely competent that these guys do not know what
They're
they're
really
doing.
immature. Like,
In my
Yeah.
trade, we call them script kiddies.
Yeah, or script
Yes.
monkeys, as they are known over
Yes.
here. You know?
that's exactly
Yeah,
what they
because
are.
you have
They
to
are
be kind of
script
childish to
monkeys.
DDoS a
Am
charity.
I one of the few people here who's actually taken a hacking class at an actual college?
I wish.
Probably.
Probably. I know bits and pieces, but not anything formally. But I don't know. I mean, DDoSing a charity is just douchish. You know, there
completely
is like, there is no like, fair enough, ruining everybody's Christmas, right? You're getting PR, you're making a point, marketing, etc. I get it, right? But think of how many, because I think we can all agree here that getting our consoles as like whatever age we were, or if you're pants age now, which is really, really old, it was the best moment of our lives in most cases, you know? And they took that away from this generation who are now talking about it and who think that this is a done thing or a good thing to do. And there is nobody there
Yeah, exactly.
to turn around to them and be like, you know what? No.
Yeah.
And I think this just goes to show that there is a bigger and wider problem from this. I've just realised I've been talking for most of the podcast.
It's good talk. It's fine.
We've been listening, so...
Yeah.
Except for Pants, he's just been staring at the cam the whole time.
Pants cam, okay?
Yeah.
Just look at it. It's pants.
moving.
So we have
Mind blown.
So we have two different real problems here. We have one is how do we deal with it, and then how do we teach our younger generation and people of our age ourselves that this is not cool. And this is not what.
We could always teach them by if they do something right, we give them a little caramel, and if they do something wrong, we don't give them anything.
Like, yeah, we don't give them anything where we just kill their parents, make them watch, cut off their legs, just standard.
Make it Batman-y.
Or
Batman.
reenact
very
the
Batman-y.
South Park episode and put their parents in the chili and feed them the chili.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's fair. But why don't we just find a cure for stupidity? It would solve all the problems.
Yeah, you can give a person
Darwinism doesn't
knowledge.
exist anymore, my friend, unfortunately.
You can
I
give
know.
a person knowledge, but you can't fix stupid.
Make them use it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know anymore.
It's a douchey thing to do.
Done.
That's pretty much it. No gain.
This is the lesson. This is the lesson of this topic. If you're going to DDoS something, don't.
Am I the only
Yeah.
person that thought of a certain song when Spec mentioned what the internet is for?
No, I thought of something. A certain song.
A certain
Are
song.
we thinking? Are we thinking Avenue Q?
We are. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because that's what came into my mind. Avenue Q.
That's what came into my mind too.
Okay, you and me are on the same are on the same pants. We're on the same line.
Yeah, we're on the same pants. Oh, baby.
song
I'm thinking
of.
It probably was Avenue Q.
What's it,
Some
Avenue
think-
Q?
Like,
Hang
I'm
on.
thinking Avenue Q. I'm thinking Avenue Q. The Sanctus thinking Avenue Q.
I hope I am.
Hang on.
Google, quick!
The internet is for blank. Yep,
Yeah,
it is. Yep,
Avenue Q.
yep.
Yep.
We're all
Nope.
thinking of the same thing.
Oh.
Beautiful. And Nova's
Nova,
left out again.
No, but I will
Yeah.
send you the link.
Okay.
Good song.
It's a beautiful song. And it makes so much
Dude.
sense.
Dude, if Avenue Q is on when I'm next over in yours, we'll go and see it. Okay?
Oh god.
All right then.
I need to see Avenue Q. I know about it, but I haven't seen it.
My goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to force him to watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh gosh, now the bitrate's going haywire. Right as I say that.
There you go, Nova.
Okay.
Frames, come back!
Everything sounds all grainy.
Oh gosh, why is
Oh,
the internet
God.
dying?
That's okay. Internet didn't need to live.
Who
Look
typed
at-
Google into Google?
There is a trick I can do to spoof the system into probably working again. Probably one of the things you should ordinarily never do during a stream is run a speed test.
Oh. Speed
The
test.
thing is, a lot of these companies, if you run a speed test, they have systems in place that detect it. It's like, oh shit, they're running a speed test. Under the throttles, let it go through.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans with companies doing all that kind of stuff, especially Virgin.
Really?
Yes, they are horrendous at that kind of stuff.
What?
They're the kind of people that your internet isn't working, you ring them up, and then it's working because they have throttled the bandwidth until
just-
you ring up.
I just
And
got
Nova
a-
just turned into Optimus Prime.
I just got an error message on speed test. This has never happened before.
Oh, wow. It's just chugging. That's what's happening. It's just chugging.
Come on. I just need it to get to the upload portion, then I can cancel it. That's all I need it to do, and then the system unbreaks. Usually. I'm pretty sure Charter probably doesn't like me for all the stuff I upload. Because I host games on my computer for like several people. Alright, let's see if it actually makes it to the upload this time, then the stream might be working again. Because it's still saying 0 kilobits a second on the stream. 100 megabits a second down to 1.7 megabits a second.
Welcome to Europe.
What is going on with my internet? No, that was upload.
Actually, no. You say welcome to Europe, but a lot of countries in Europe have insane internet. It's just Britain.
And Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes.
All your systems are broken. Yeah,
Well, no, Germany don't have good internet, though.
we're basically on hold until the internet decides to stop being dead.
That's fine.
Because it's going apeshit right now.
And there's little to no internet in Turkey.
Oh gosh.
Because
No,
it's
but,
all
like,
internet cafes and shit like that.
Well, there's always satellite internet, which is useful for nothing.
I've got a friend in Romania, I think he is.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he spends our average around £15 in the conversion. And he gets about 300 megabyte upload.
Damn.
Upload.
We need to move to Romania.
Yes, and he's always just teasing me about it. He's like, my internet's amazing. Ha ha ha. And it's just so mean. And his internet is just ridiculous, and it's dirt cheap. It just show because, to be honest, the internet is probably, for the most part, in America and most of EU, fine. They just throttle it so much that they can throw it out for more people and make more money off it.
Yeah.
What they need to do is, instead of doing the whole system of throttling people, it's why not do the opposite approach, which is to unthrottle everything to the point that anytime anyone tries to make a connection, it gets done so quick that they don't have a chance to congest the network at all.
Yes. That would be nice.
That's how you do it.
Mm.
Just give everyone gigabit. We already know with throttled internet, people can DDoS just fine, so...
Yeah.
If they're worried about people still DDoSing with faster internet, they're already doing it now, so... yeah, there's just not much there for them to work with.
DDoSing will be around forever unless something changes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Big time.
The stream light is green again.
Yay!
Yay!
So, you guys have anything else for this topic, or should we move on?
Hacking is bad, okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, if you loosen your necktie, your head will deflate.
It's... Are we on to the we winning the patent disputes?
Yeah, let's go to that.
Is that where we're moving to?
Yes.
No.
You?
No.
Okay, fine, we're not. We're back
No?
to hackers.
Okay. Okay.
No, we're back to hackers, so... Hacking. How
Hacking,
about
let's- Yeah.
Bad. Okay.
Let's-
Right.
Okay.
Have you ever tried hacking? I haven't.
Yo, dude, you tried this new stuff? I bought it down the road. It's called hacking.
Yeah.
Say no to
Very
drugs.
much.
and-
Say
They have
no to
drugs and
hacking,
hacking.
kids. I don't even know where we're going anymore.
No.
So,
You
Nintendo.
wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a car,
Oh, let's not talk about piracy. That is another day's topic.
but you would steal
Yes.
a cat.
Well, of course I would steal a cat.
Pants, official cat stealer.
Pants, confirmed to steal cats.
Mind
Hide your
kittens,
cats.
mind your cats.
Hide
Hide
your
your kittens,
cats.
hide your cats.
There are a lot of missing cat photos around where he lives.
I will find your cat. You can't
Pants
hide
be
them.
stealing air cat up in here.
Yeah. I also steal the Wii pen.
And just go up, just take the pen, put it in your pocket, just walk off. It's like, where's my stylus at?
That's worse than hacking.
Yeah, that's worse than hacking.
Stealing someone's stylus. No go.
That's a no-go.
He nicked the stylus and then he licked it.
Oh, then it's mine.
Oh.
If you lick it, it's yours. Like,
Oh,
That's the rule.
no.
This stylus is now mine.
We take it you don't lick your styluses, Nova, in order to claim them.
Oh, no, I lick everything. Like, this is licked, this is licked. I've licked these many times.
Have you licked your own forehead?
Okay, I just licked my cat. It's mine.
Now you're going to be coughing up hairballs for weeks.
I think I am.
I could just imagine it now, just pants going like that weird sound or whatever they make.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm tempted to change the pants cam out for a picture of a cat doing a hairball. I'm tempted, but I'm gonna refrain. Gonna refrain for everyone's sake.
Yes.
Probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea. I don't
is
know
a
whether
good
you're
idea.
talking about refraining or actually doing it.
Both are a good idea.
There you go. Oh gosh.
What?
Laura, your mic is going haywire.
That's
My mic is-
really ominous.
It is ominous. Oh my gosh.
I'm
What?
scared.
It's really ominous.
It is.
Has it stopped?
No. It sounded like actual music a bit.
Yeah, it did. It was like... doo-doo.
Yeah, I was gonna get recording it.
Dunno.
How about now?
Okay, it's
Better.
good now. Oh,
It was a little. It just crept in for a little bit, just to make sure that everyone knew it was still there.
make sure everyone's still scared.
So my mic is haunted, basically. Is what-
Dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
By atmospheric music. That's what
Yeah, I
it's
know.
haunted
We know what our stream highlight is now.
by. Yeah.
Ta-da.
Dun dun dun. Now we just
The
need to
jaws
get
of the
pants on a
internet.
pipe organ again. Because we all know you're very skilled with pipe organs there, Pants.
Of course. I have one on me, but
Oh
I did,
yeah,
I'll play you a little tune.
it's in his other room.
yeah, it's in my other room.
He keeps his pipe organ in his other pair of pants.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Not
There
the
you
one,
go.
not the dancing ones.
not the dancing one. No, that's serious business pants.
Yeah, the dancing pants are what he's wearing right now.
So there's the pants you wear to go to like interviews and stuff. Yeah.
Of course.
You turn up and just.
Unless I'm not feeling like serious, then I wear like my organ pants and play him a song. Get the job anyway.
Oh,
Okay.
God. So you do a dance to get jobs.
You
Please
don't?
teach me, master.
Okay, sure. You see what's on the screen right now? Just do that.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like he's in an office.
Yeah. I think it's a kitchen though.
Yeah, that looks like a kitchen.
Okay.
Like I'm seeing it looks like, I think, an oven on the left and a stove on the right. It's like, wait, aren't those usually combined?
They tend to be, but you know, to each their own, I guess. You know.
Yeah, he just has a kitchen with like 3 different stoves. It's fine. He only uses like one of them
Yeah.
until it gets too dirty. Then he goes to the next one, and
Just
then
like
he just buys
bachelors
3
only
new
use a microwave.
stoves.
Yeah.
All right.
So we've learned that Pants does not clean a stove.
No.
Why would you? Aren't they self-cleaning?
Well, there's a lot of them have a cleaning mode where they basically burn off everything. But you do risk setting your house on fire by using that.
What's a
Is it-
house?
It's your tent.
Oh, my igloo.
Yeah. You're gonna melt your igloo if you turn your oven up to self-cleaning mode. Because what it does is it turns the bottom burner up to full, and it turns on the broiler up to full, and just has it basically just everything inside the oven dead. Oh, big surprise.
So I shouldn't put my cat in there.
No.
Oh, you should.
Not unless you want a nice cat for roast dinner.
The cat's already black, so I don't know what difference will be.
You catist!
My cat just steals once in a while. It's okay.
God.
It's not racist because it's a cat.
They use that same kind of logic in many other situations and it doesn't work.
Shall we move on to the next topic?
I don't know if we can. That's a pretty big wrench. And I think we broke pants. Just a little bit. Oh god. So, Nintendo wins 2 Wii patent disputes. Yes.
Yes.
Nintendo
They did it.
recently prevailed in patent lawsuits with 2 different firms regarding the technology in the Wii. The company announced over the past week, although we got this article from December 23rd.
Still last week. It's only
Still last week.
it's next year.
It was last year, implying that
That's
it was a year.
so last year, guys.
Yeah, still last year. Get with the times, gosh.
Wow.
I know,
You got served.
Yeah.
Got served, Nova.
Oh god. I don't
I'd-
even know anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know much about this. I haven't really heard anything about it.
Apparently it was
What?
Creative Kingdoms that filed the original complaint, and they sought to have the ITC ban the importation of the Wii and the Wii Remote. Although if you're thinking about it, the Wii's kind of getting past its life cycle.
Yeah, no one's really plays
Yeah.
the Wii anymore. Why would you do this now?
Well, they filed it in 2011 before the Wii U was even announced. So
Yeah.
the lawsuit's been going for a while.
But
Oh,
it's-
okay.
They still
Still.
lost.
What's even the point in going that long?
do you
Money.
want to know?
Why-
No, go on.
No, I just go. I'll rethink my argument. Or whatever I was going to say.
just due to whatever was going to come out of my mouth next. Well,
Just gonna tweak my argument a little bit
Yeah,
just to make
I'm
sure
going to
I'm
think
right.
before I speak, you know?
what I find really
Thinking before you speak, that's a bad idea. You
I
should
know,
speak
right?
before you think.
that's how
lot of
everything
people
works.
do
How
that.
else would you get 2 mice? Come on.
What's interesting is that this one seems to have attracted more attention than the Philips Nintendo lawsuit. If anybody hasn't been keeping up to date with that, there have been ongoing legal battles between Philips' old system, which used basically components of the old Wii, and that has been going back and forth for years and years and years until they reached an agreement where all licenses between the two and all copyright kind of infringement lawsuits would be dropped, and they would now collaborate together for all future projects. So the fact that this has now reared its head as well is kind of interesting, because they're all being like, oh, we never infringe patents. We wouldn't do that. And yet they have lost at least 5 lawsuits against Philips for patent infringement with motion sensors and other bits
Okay.
and pieces that have. And now basically the 2 legal sides of the companies have come together and been like, look, how about if we drop our lawsuits on your behalf, you'll drop ours. And that's the agreement that they have come to.
Okay.
I'll find an article about it, because IGN did a series of articles on it. But I just think that this is really interesting now that they're come out, just because of Magic Kingdom being like da 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 da. Oh no, we're perfect. When really, why would they give such a leeway to a company like Philips versus
Here's
something
Nintendo's
like
quote in
this?
relation to that. The result in this case, once again, demonstrates that Nintendo will continue to vigorously defend its innovations against patent lawsuits, even if it must do so in multiple courts and commit significant resources to defend itself. Nintendo continues to support reform efforts to reduce the unnecessary and inefficient burden patent cases like this one place on technology companies in the United States.
yeah, that
That
doesn't.
was their statement on this whole thing.
I dropped a link for you guys just to have a view of it yourselves if you want to have a go.
I have clicked it.
But I just think this is really interesting, considering, you know, why tar one kind of company and make a big deal out of it? Because obviously they have, you know, press moderately silenced on this for a reason, but are letting other things go. So you'd want to kind of, this is where my whole conspiracy theories are coming in to play, as to are there, you know, is there some agreement now between Philips and Nintendo that that they are now kind of going to coalesce against anybody else who they have previously fought legal battles with? Are they going to coalesce into a new sort of technology, or what's going on? Because, you know, it'd be really interesting to see where this goes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pull a jerk-ish maneuver, kind of like what the internet service providers are doing over here in America. What they're doing is internet service providers will basically have their area, and they don't try to get outside of it at all.
Yeah.
And the neighboring ISPs don't try to infringe on them, and they have basically a mutual agreement not to compete with each other, which kind of undermines the whole idea of capitalism, I think. Just a little bit.
It's certainly against competitive licensing,
Yeah.
and it is against kind of freedom of consumer choice. If you cannot get certain services in specific areas, and
Yeah.
I would think that this is a very kind of interesting step from the two major companies, because they could easily go, so who else had filed lawsuits against us in the past 15 years, and who did we lose it against?
Yeah.
Because now we've got two major companies. And what is that ultimate goal? Either just to stop losses on either side by constant cases? Or is it something else? Do they have a greater plan in mind? And it might be some sort of conglomerate, like you guys are saying. That it might be some sort of, you know, closing off of competition.
One of the other things that the ISPs over here do is they will actively fight startups. Like, they don't want other ISPs starting up in their area, and they're basically getting the government to pass arbitrary laws which kind of prevent startups, which is really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Which is weird, isn't it? Because don't you guys have a new kind of infrastructure in place, or at least, you know, funding aside for some sort of US connectivity thing where you're meant to get better internet out for your service? I'm pretty sure I saw something about it. Give me 2 seconds.
We really haven't. I've had the same internet I've had for years. There's Google Fiber trying to undermine everything, give everyone gigabit Ethernet, but it's taking them a long time.
Oh, that will, yeah.
Because every ISP in every town is basically dragging their heels trying to prevent Google Fiber from getting around. Because
they know if they do, Google will just take over.
Yeah, because the thing is that the speeds we have now, like I have 100 down, 5 up. That's okay. We pay around 70 to 100 for it. Google Fiber is basically giving out gigabit down, gigabit up internet for around $75 a month. It basically undermines all the previous asshole ISPs.
Yeah.
Like, they were able to put the infrastructure in place. The government's even given funding to the ISPs to improve their infrastructure. You know what they use the money on? Stopping startups.
Yeah.
And bolstering their copper infrastructure. You know, it's actually cheaper to maintain fiber. Just saying.
It's all about the money, isn't it?
It's always
How can we make more money now? Not how can we make more money in 2 years?
Yeah. It's like, if we drag our heels on this, we could probably make them pay more money.
Pretty much.
That's what the whole Nintendo thing looks like it's going towards is.
Yeah, it's money. It always has been money. Like, why would it change? They're a business, and a business itself will always think of money before like anything else. That's like, I don't believe anyone that says they think the customer is the most important thing. It's always the money. The customer's like happiness gets you more money. Like,
Its customer happiness is secretly a proxy to get more money.
it pretty much is.
And in the case of pants, his entire devotion to everything is to getting more pants.
Yes.
And
Cats
cats.
cost money though. Well, I can steal cats.
Yeah.
You can also steal pants.
You
you're
can.
good
Just
enough.
they're just a little harder to get if they're still wearing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends how you go about it.
You getting cats or pants?
You just go up to someone, just rip open your shirt, say, "Give me your pants."
Sometimes depends on the person. Like, you gotta
Works
find
on
those people
everyone.
that are in. Sometimes you gotta like woo them over to your house, thinking they're gonna get laid. Then just take their pants and kick them out. Like,
Yeah.
different strategies.
You could also bribe them with
And
a
this is why
little caramel
kilts
chew.
and skirts are essential.
That's true.
Skirts count.
Well, skirts. I won't take a shirt.
Pants?
I won't
They-
take a shorts.
As far as a category of that type of thing you wear, skirts count. It fits into
Depends,
the
like-
category, not necessarily the
Ah.
name. See? You'll
Puns.
still get points for skirts. They're worth a little bit less, but you'll still get points.
It's all points.
all
Points are
about
like
the
money
points.
to me.
Points mean prizes.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm only like 50 off from that like blow up doll.
That one you've had your eyes on for a while.
Of course. After that, I need that foam glove that says number 1.
I would like to point out that his blow-up doll looks just like the GIF.
Would I be getting anything else?
And it moves.
Oh, better.
Just like that.
Dude, like a wacky waving inflatable flailing arm tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Those things are the best.
Mm-hmm.
I should
They
buy-
always attract your attention. It's like, they have just enough air to make it go up, but not enough air pressure to keep it up. It's like an old man who needs Viagra.
Exactly.
It got Nova really good. That facial expression was amazing.
See, Nova, when you get
Nice
old,
segue, yeah.
sometimes you need Viagra. Okay?
Just sometimes.
Sometimes you can't get it quite up. Depends on the person that you brought over to your house to steal pants, okay?
What, you lure them with Viagra?
Sometimes, yes.
Then how does that help you get the pants off? Surely that would help keep the pants on.
Oh
But
god,
that's
they're
not
caught!
blocking.
They're caught!
Yeah,
Sometimes I have to
because
cut
I'm
it
not
off,
thinking
whatever.
This through. Then that's just messy. Then you ruin the essence of the pants. Then you have to clean them, and nobody wants to clean pants.
I have a washing machine, it's fine.
The essence is bonus points.
Ugh.
Oh gosh. There's 3 different sections of this podcast now I could use as the highlight and it'd be just fine. I don't even know anymore.
I think we talked about all the topics.
Yes,
and
we did.
Pants.
Exclusively.
Yeah,
Mostly
I
pants.
Almost.
think it's been a good podcast. I
And
do.
catnapping.
Yeah, dude, you can listen to this podcast without listening to it, and it's fine. There's still the pants cam.
You can just stare at the pants cam the whole time. Like, just mute
Yeah.
the podcast, just throw on
Okay,
some
that's-
smooth
that's your
jazz.
chance to turn
You
off
know,
the
just-
sound and just stare at the pants cam for the entire length of the podcast and don't move.
While listening
Yeah.
to smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically Epic Sax Man.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes. Oh my god. So I think
Beautiful.
that's everything. I think we've nailed everything. So let's go around once more, introduce yourselves, say where they can find you, yada yada, maybe throw in a little bit more. I don't know. Pants, you first. Go.
Okay, I am Pants. You can find me at a place called twitch.tv/pants. I usually speedrun Mario games and sometimes casually play games, but no.
He also hacks the
Speedruns.
ROMs.
I also hacks the ROMs and speedrun Mario Party. I don't get myself sometimes. I just give up on I'm done with my life. It's downward spiral, depression, lead to Mario Party, alone in my basement.
Is your only crutch in life that minigame island?
Dude, it is. I need to hurt myself by spinning that joystick.
So you're saying you spend the long hours of the night spinning your joystick. Got it.
Yep. Quote.
Please say that so we can quote you on it.
I spend the long hour nights spinning my joystick. Are you happy now?
Yes. Because now I can actually quote you and be telling the truth. That's the whole point. Because you have actually said it, I can quote you and it's now true. The quote. Not necessarily the content of the quote, but the quote itself.
It's fine.
Although we know the content of the quote is true.
Yeah. I don't care. I would believe it if they heard it. People are like, oh, Pants plays with his joystick. I'd believe it. I'm like, sure.
He speedruns Nintendo games. Of course there's a joystick involved. Also lots of alcohol.
Oh my
And Viagra, obviously.
Yeah.
yeah, what else are you gonna mix it with?
Well, he's not really mixing anything. He's got a fishing pole with the Viagra out on a hook. It's like, wanna catch me some pants tonight?
And now Pants will have that song on loop anytime he's doing anything now for the rest of his life.
Probably.
Gonna go and get some pants tonight.
I don't even know anymore. Moving off of the topic of Pants and his joystick escapades. Let's
Yes.
back.
I am once again hosting Speciousstream. You can find me on Twitch at Speciousstream9. I stream casual games. You can get in touch by using the mail function on there. Otherwise, my Twitter is at Miss Laura Fagan. That's where you will find my ramblings and where I talk to pretty much everybody. If you want to find out more about what I've been doing research-wise, just ask me. I am willing to share. If anybody has anything that they would like to talk to me about, just hit me up. I am good for a chat.
How goes your pants research?
Yeah, that's important.
I know, right? And that will be the next thing on the list. Is the effects of pants on strim.
Strim pants.
Strim pants.
Hashtag strim pants strats %. There we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
You need to find out like what pants bring in the most viewers. It's very important.
I'll tell you what. You go and message me that, because Markiplier streams with no pants and YouTubes with no pants. I'll get in touch with Markiplier. We'll see what his ratios are in comparison to PewDiePie, and we'll see if PewDiePie wears any pants, and we'll go from there.
Exactly. Start there and
So basically, you're just gonna send him a random message saying, "Hey, do you wear pants?"
Oh well, no. Markiplier does not wear pants. He has stated many times he does not wear pants. While
It's the
videos or
implications
streaming.
of the message itself. Just a random person just sent me a message asking if I'm wearing pants.
hey
Yeah,
PewDiePie, what you wearing?
Is this gonna cost me a lot of money, and am I going to have to call a 900 number? Beautiful implications.
It is beautiful.
Nova,
Nova.
off you go.
Nova,
Who
what?
are you?
Oh, me. I'm NovaBlue. You can find me mostly on Twitch, but if you type in NovaBlue353, you'll find me in lots of different places as well.
Can we find you in
YouTube and-
space?
Can we
Yes.
find you with pants?
Some days, yes.
He needs a bit of alcohol first.
Yes. But yeah,
So
Like, I wouldn't
Nova
say
will go
no.
into the pants if he's had some alcohol first. Got it.
yeah, that's usually it. Or if it's too warm.
So drunk
Yeah.
or too warm. Those are the two applications of Nova Pants.
So what if
Nova
you're drunk,
pants.
Nova
No.
Pants.
That sounds like an event that needs to
Nova
happen.
was getting into pants.
Nova Pants.
Food.
Yes.
So your train of thought has sailed because it's a plane. Got it.
Yeah.
just nodding. Oh god. Okay.
Anyway,
So what do you stream?
what do I stream? I stream lots of stuff at the moment. A bit of Hearthstone, a bit of Endless Legend, a bit of Duelist, occasional bit of Infinity Wars. Also, I like my little indie startup games. I like getting involved in the early access stuff. I'm browsing
Cyber?
Kickstarter. Project Cyber, yes, I need to catch up with that because there's been loads of updates because I couldn't play that for a while because they didn't have dedicated servers, so it was just a lagfest central.
Space Engineers?
Space Engineers, no, I've not played that.
Oh gosh, that game is amazing. I do recommend
It does look cool. It does look cool. Yeah.
And then you get
I've
to
got way too much stuff
experience
to play
running
at
out
the
of energy and dying.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. No, I've just got way too much stuff to play at the moment. There's too much good things out there. At the
So you
moment.
need to add another 20 games. Got it.
Yes, pretty much.
Always add more games, then just go back and play Mario.
Yeah, that works as well.
I don't even know anymore.
Always work.
Hey, this new game looks fun. Play
Mario.
Mario.
Oh wait, it's another Mario game.
Ooh, a new Mario game. I better go play Mario 64.
Only 90 kids. Only 90 kids.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get. They're the only ones that get it.
It's like, you mean the one with the Tanuki suit? No,
No,
No.
leave.
just go. Please, just go.
The one with Mario and
Just-
Red Mario.
You got Mario, then you got aluminum foil Mario, you got
Got
flying furry Mario, and you got,
dead Mario, who's a ghost.
and that's Mario 64.
Yeah.
Uh.
And he calls Bowser gay a lot.
So long, Gay Bowsy. No, he's saying Zoo Long, Gay Bowsy.
Zulong. Like, why?
I don't
Why
know,
would you
but
say
that's
that?
what he's saying. I guess he's sending Bowser back to the zoo. It's a zoo run by the YMCA, so
Ah.
Oh.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring this train wreck to a halt finally. So, I'm the Sanctus. You can find me at my links here. I occasionally stream. I mostly do YouTube. Oh, thank you. They'll never find it now. It's just completely gone. Thank you.
It's this way. I think it's this way. I don't know how my count works.
Okay, abrupt ending. Stop the recording.